G'day baggers, how you going? Thanks for tuning in, really appreciate it. So what we're doing today, I'm traveling overseas with my bike. Now the thing is that when I say I'm traveling overseas, I am traveling over AC. It's not very far, but it is a sea. It's our local Port Phillip Bay. Going across on the ferry, so if you're looking for international overseas, then you've come to the wrong place. Sorry, just a bit of pre-warning there. But before we do that, I'm just going to do a bit of a recap on bike night last night. So I went up to Harley Heaven in Dandenong last night. They put on a bit of a bike night. Essentially it was just a group of blokes going for a fang. Ended up out into the hills in a little suburb called Belgrave. If anyone knows the area, that's where Puffing Billy leaves from. Well, when we went to the pub that was out the front of that, ripper of a night. Caught up with a few blokes that I've seen on Instagram. Old Sportsters of Melbourne, Tony there, fantastic bloke. And stunning machines. Every one of them meticulously maintained. And yeah, overall it was a good night. Alright, just gonna get some juice. Be back shortly. I could roll all day and I could all night. I got a full tank of unleaded. Excuse me, sir. We understand you have the heart. Oh, I gotta go back and play that album in its entirety. Oh, I love it. I got a full tank of unleaded. And off we go. Alright, so as I was saying, bike night, fantastic success. But now it's time to go overseas and visit the family. Oh, the wife's family anyway. It's my sister-in-law's 30th birthday weekend, so we are going over there to visit. My wife is originally from the other side of the bay, a little suburb called Geelong, which is Melbourne's second biggest town. Her family live in a little suburb just south of Geelong called Torquay, which you may have heard of, the Bells Beach Surf Classic. Well, that's where they're from. None of them surf. Go figure, eh? Alright, so what I've got to do before I get down to the ferry, I've got to go to the bottle-o and grab a bottle for the weekend. And when I say a bottle, I'm going to sort of get a nice bottle of something. I don't know how common drive-through bottle shops are wherever you are in the world, but here in Australia they're a dime a dozen. So it's as simple as this. You drive in. I turn my bike off because I'm not an ass. How you going, mate? Can I just grab a bottle of Grey Goose, if I could, please? Thanks, just on the card. Sorry, mate? That'd be great, yeah. Alright, you turn your bike off because you don't want to be a flippin' arsehole. You could be a real right royal knob, but it's not how I roll. Beauty, mate. Thank you. Good night for it, eh?
Yeah, no, it's great. Meant to be good all weekend, which is good.
Yeah, we'll take that, eh?
Yeah, exactly.
Awesome. Thanks a lot, mate. Appreciate that. And it is as simple as that. No need to get off the bike, no need to get out of the car. You just got to make sure you don't get hit by vans. And you're all good. We're all set for the weekend. The wife and I, more than likely the brother-in-law, and probably the sister-in-law, and the friends too. Just a little short trip down to the ferry from here. Looking at about a 10-minute ride, which is good. It leaves on the hour. I've got about 25 minutes before I have to be there. I can get some more ice cube up. No, I'm not. Now thing that I don't like about catching this ferry, and it's not going to be applicable today because it is an absolutely perfectly still day. It's like a mill pond out on the bay, but is that they don't have any tie down for the bike, so if it's a little bit windy, it can be a little bit hairy down there. And a big bike like this, I think it should be pretty good. They won't be thrown around or anything, but when I had my Heritage and also when I had my little Virago back in the day, I was always just a little bit concerned about it because I was just is it going to be okay? And yeah, I sat down there a couple of times with the bike just to make sure that it was all kosher, and of course it was, but I just wanted to make sure. And here's your pride and joy. Today, I don't know if you saw that quick little glimpse there, but no, absolutely perfect, so we'll not have an issue at all. Also, one of the things about this ferry is that it costs a fortune. As a passenger, it's not too bad. It's about $10 each way. But as a car, oh my god, you're paying, and you're paying through the nose. Now the thing is that a car, you're paying for the car. That's cool. But you're also paying for the passengers in the car. They're $10 per person. Awesome. Also, when you go on a bike, 35 smack a rouge. But instead of my ride being essentially from my house to Torquay, you're looking at about 2 hours 15. I get to chill on the ferry for 45 minutes and then just have a nice little 45-minute ride down that way. So that's well worth it, especially on a Friday night when I'm just hanging to chill. And that's what it's all about. Oh, how fantastic is that? Oh! Chicks dig the bike. Chicks dig it. How you going?
One way or is it?
Just a one-way, thank you.
85, thank you.
Lovely. Yes, thanks.
Here's your receipt and
Yep.
go straight down lane 2, please.
Lane 2, no worries.
See you later.
Thank you. Alright, so here we are in the queue for the ferry. Looks like we'll be going on pretty quick. Bunch of cars here though, so see where they start first. I guess they'll probably start on our side, which I wanted to go over there and get a few happy snaps. I just really don't want to be up on that mezzanine, because what that normally means is that you are last off the ferry. So I want to be down on the bottom, which I'm pretty sure will put me down on the bottom. Thanks. Alright, so they get me on in the middle. How good's this? And there we are. We're going overseas! Yay! Alright, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave you with a few lovely shots. A bit of B-roll, I believe they call it, of our little journey across the bay. So enjoy!
you know? Don't you know? I fell for fool's gold. I fell for fool's gold. What did I know? What did I know? I fell for fool's gold. I fell for fool's gold. What did I know? What did I know? You a fool's gold.
Alright, time to get off this bad boy. Woohoo! Get myself a thumbnail. Alright, there we go. Ferry ride done. I'm now overseas. As you can see, it was a beautiful journey on the way over. That sunset, amazing. Also, what I'm going to do is just have a bit of a shout out to my old mate over in India, Pritpal. And he's followed me from pretty much the beginning on Instagram and on the YouTubes, and he's been a killer bit of support for me, so thanks a lot, mate. I told you I'd give you a shout out in the next video, so here you are. So Pritpal in India, you're a legend. Alright, thanks guys, I hope you enjoyed that video. Please don't take it too seriously. It is not a guide to taking your bike overseas. It is just a guide to take your bike over a little bit of sea on the Sorrento to Queenscliff Ferry. Nothing too serious. Don't hold it against me, alright? So if you enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a like. Even better, if you subscribed, that would be amazing. Really appreciate all your support. Thanks a lot, guys. Appreciate you watching, and till next time, cheers.